This is I Make Beats. Welcome to my show, the first official live talk. Today, I got with me my man, MatrixKeys. So let's go ahead and bring my man in.
Hey,
What's going on with you, man?
what's good? I make beats, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Like I said, we just working out the kinks, and I'm glad that you decided to join me today. I know you are in London, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I'm in the UK, London, South.
Wow, man, that's amazing. You know, technology today allows us to network when we're just thousands of miles away from each other. You know that is just amazing, man.
Trust me, I'm just amazed at how the World Wide Web is connecting people like globally on a different scale, man. It's good.
Absolutely. So let me just make a note that you and I first met each other because of the segment "Flip That Sample Tuesday" that I have on my channel.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to just say, first offhand, I mean, I really appreciate you, wanting to participate in the Flip That Sample Tuesday, and it's beat makers like yourself that make, what I'm trying to do, successful, and I think it was a pretty good run. Flip That Sample Tuesday was my efforts to bring beat makers closer together, so that we're not in a competitive environment, to bring a more cohesive and collaborative atmosphere. So yeah, I really want to thank you, man, for just participating in Flip That Sample Tuesday. But let me first start off with myself before I start, throwing questions and stuff at you, man. But started with me, right now I'm really focused on my YouTube channel. I do have a full-time job, but in my spare time, I also try to really look at how I can, continue to grow my YouTube channel, also along with my Patreon page, and to make both of them more successful. Also in my spare time, I've been really focusing on creating more key groups, and I've been focusing on my tutorials for my MPCX, as well as the soon to be released MPC1. So I'm literally looking forward to that. So I've been staying pretty busy. Just recently learned how to broadcast live. So quickly, I want to give a shout out to my man I Will Create, because this is all because of him, his network building. And I think that's very important. As beat makers, the industry kind of pushes the topic of, or pushes that environment, or the atmosphere of being individuals. And I think that, if we come together, we can do a lot more together. So shout out to my man I Will Create. Appreciate you. So from that note, I've also started here recently, actually yesterday, I started a challenge for myself. I know I'm inspired by other beat makers. Let the Noise did a 10-week challenge. I Will Create just did a 13-day challenge. So I was like, you know what? I need to challenge myself too, and it's been a challenge, just trying to get this system up and running, and trying to figure out where I want to take the channel and how I want to interact with other beat makers. You know what I'm saying? But my 15-day challenge for myself is called the 15-day Business Builder Challenge, and it started yesterday. So, and basically what that means is I'm trying to find a better system, a better business system, should I say, just for myself. This is outside of music. It's not really music related. It's just, trying to find that niche, that online based business niche, so I'm challenging myself for 15 days. It started yesterday. Today's day 2. So I'm hoping by February 11th, that's the 15th day of my challenge, that I will have done enough research and networked with enough business-minded people to have a successful online-based business. So that's my goal. That's my challenge. You know what I'm saying? So without talking too much about myself, let's talk about you. So MatrixKeys, man, again, I appreciate you joining in. I really do, man. And so tell me real quick, man. So what are some of your goals, man? What are your goals?
To be honest, one of the goals this year is to actually get something out, to have something on Spotify.
Nice.
Just to be able to say that I'll make music. Go check it out here. which I
Right.
can't say at the moment. I mean, I can say, yeah, I'm a musician. I like playing music. I mean, I like bringing the best out of myself and influencing others. But I want to bring out myself to the world, if that makes sense. You know,
Awesome.
a lot of my music I've held it back and it's inside and it's stored away, and I'm the only one that's listening to it, and I just want to get it out. So this year, my challenge is be out there, man. Make people know who I am.
That's nice, man. That's nice. And I remember you saying something about, before you had did the Flip That Sample Challenge or Flip That Sample Tuesday. I always say Flip That Sample Challenge. I think it's because everybody says Flip That Sample Challenge, but it's really Flip That Sample Tuesday. But anyway, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
I remember you mentioning that you were saying that it was me reaching out to you that kind of inspired you and motivated you to want to step out of the shadow, because I know you got an NPC live, and you and I have been talking already offline for about a couple of days, and so I've seen your setup. You got some nice equipment and stuff, man. So it's nice to know that I could be an inspiration to someone, because I can honestly say that I'm not new to the music game. I've been doing music since I was 16, but I kind of have put my music on the shelf. Life kind of sometimes gets in the way. And, I was bored one day and I was just online looking at YouTube videos, and I happened to stumble across a lifted noise video.
Yeah.
And I was watching them get down, man. And I was like, dude, I can do that if I only had the equipment. You know what I'm saying? So that was an inspiration to me, just watching other beat makers, in their element, making beats and just, just doing what they do, you know what I'm saying? And I was missing that part of myself. So, I just want to say it's nice to be inspired, and it's nice to be an inspiration to someone else. So let me ask now another question. So real quick. So what are some of the challenges that you think you're facing as far as, coming out and trying to, be known in the music industry and the beat maker world and on YouTube and whatnot?
I think one of my challenges was allowing myself to be accessible, like a lot of the times we want something for ourselves and we don't really know what it takes to kind of make it work, a lot of the times, like, you mean the piano is made for all fingers, for all your fingers to play, even though you can still play it with one finger, it won't sound the same, if that makes sense. So in a way, you need all these fingers to create a melody, a cohesiveness, you know what I mean? So one of my challenges, which I think you've helped me out so far by reaching out to me, of course, and by a flip that sample challenge, even though I haven't really put a YouTube video yet, I wanted to put up my flip that sample video, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it to my man. I made beats to put up. I mean, maybe later on I'll put it up and say, yo, this is what I did for, flip that sample. I might even put it up today and say, it's what I did. But it's just like you've allowed me to sort of just open myself up, you know what I mean? Allow myself to be discovered, because how are you gonna find a diamond unless you actually out there looking for it? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
That's awesome, man. So real quick before we continue, I just pulled up the comments, and I see a Carly Ann. Oh, that's my baby. Hey. And also my man Sino Shore. What's happening, peeps? What's happening? I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. I really do. I think I lost my signal there.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, it came back. Okay.
You back.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that's joined in. I appreciate you guys watching. I know this is my first official live, so I'm not an expert at this by far. I'm just learning how to get in and get in where I fit in. But it's exciting to try new things and to learn new things. So yeah. So let's go ahead and continue, man. So tell me, as far as your upcoming plans for your YouTube channel, what kind of ideas and what kind of things do you got going on there?
So at the moment, I've been looking for something that I can add to the YouTube community, should I say?
Right.
I've been watching yourself. I make beats. I've been watching my MPC. I've been watching Lifted Noise. I've been watching Lifted Noise. When I watch Lifted Noise, and obviously as you check out people, you're like, yo, this guy is dope, man. I like the way he's challenging himself. And then after that, I jump into this guy. I make beats. And I'm like, nah, this guy has come out of nowhere now. And he's like, doing something. So it challenged me. I was like, nah, how can I just sit back and just watch this happen? And so you know, from liking your videos and sort of keeping up with, you know, your movements. It allowed me to kind of just expand my thinking. But in a way, fear kind of grips you, you know? It's that
Yeah,
voice
it
in your
can.
mind that's telling you, nah, you're not ready. No, you're not good enough. No, you know, you haven't got it yet. No, you haven't got that banger yet. But then looking at people that haven't, but are just out there and just allowing their creativity to just explode, and not even just explode. I mean, explode on a massive scale. I mean, they're saying, you know what? I'm having a live station today. Whatever comes of it happens. Whatever doesn't happen. But they've given themselves that chance, and I'm
Right.
like, this year I'm gonna give myself that chance. I mean, having the opportunity to connect with yourselves, you know, it's just, you know, even for the few days that we've been talking, I mean, it's allowed me to grow, not just in my habits, but in creating a plan for myself. So to answer your question, I want to be able to do a few live sessions on my channel, have like a splurge where I show people my creative approach of how I start a beat or how I may start a beat, and sort of explore different aspects that might help us, you know, become better producers and be creative. Like for example, if give me the opportunity, the templates, man. I mean, it's so simple, right? So like
Right.
rocket science, right? But no, people don't think about it like that. When you think about, I want to make a beat, I want to start loading up sounds. By the time you're done, you're like, nah, man, I lost the idea what this is. But having
Right.
that template, bro, you just open up. Like now, I'm gonna challenge myself to make a beat every day.
Yeah. So let me give a little background on that. So we were talking last night, MatrixKeys and myself, and we were just kind of, he called me on Marco Polo, and he caught me right in the middle of making key groups. I was making some key groups, and he hadn't dabbed in it yet. So I was like, well, let me just show you how I'm doing it. Well, I have to do the key groups manually, okay? Because my MIDI controller only has a MIDI out. It doesn't have a MIDI in. So when I was making the key groups, he thought that was the way he should make the key groups. I said, well, if you thought that was quick, let me show you how you're going to make key groups. So I actually showed him how, and I also learned this from Lifted Noise. He took time to kind of explain the whole auto sampler setup for, you know, making key groups. And I'm envious because I don't have a MIDI controller right now with a MIDI in. So long story short, I walked him through the process, and he about fell out the chair. He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, your key group's done." So it was nice. Like I said, it was nice, really nice to inspire, and nice to see a light bulb just come on, you know, for him. So, yeah, I know, right? So, yeah, it was an experience, and then we went from making key groups to me asking about his user template. I said, "So, you know, how do you make beats and blah 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 blah?" And he was like, "Well, you know, I try to go through and load up sounds. But by the time I load up all my sounds, I've lost the creative process." I'm like, what? You're not using user templates? And he was like, no, I don't know nothing about that. So long story short, I walked him through the user template process. So now he can turn on his live, click user template, and he's got everything. Drum kits loaded. He's got pianos, bass, strings, lead. He's got all these instruments loaded just so he can get his creation out. And then, you know, later on, you can come back and change those sounds, you know, but it wastes a lot of time. You know, we're creative people. And I think Akai did an excellent job with, you know, having that option on the MPCX, MPC Live, and also the up and coming MPC One. So yeah, I'm excited, man, that you have, you know, learned a way to streamline your creative process. I think that is amazing. And, you know, like I always say, man, I pay it forward. Somebody helped me. Somebody, you know, reached out and encouraged me. And I know I probably said a lot, but, you know, Lifted Noise has been there for me, man. And I have to honestly, you know, give credit where credit is due, man. He showed me so much stuff, and I'm still learning stuff, man. I'm still learning every day. I learn something new about this machine, about myself, you know, about how I want to, you know, continue to progress. Hold on. Carly Ann said she liked the beat in the background. Let me see if I can get the beat going again. Let's see what we got. But I don't know why it stopped playing. Well, let's try a reset, because it's not It's not playing in the background, so we're just gonna reset that thing. How about that? But anyway, yeah, I really appreciate being an encouragement, man. That's an awesome thing,
Hey,
man.
what's up, Rhythmic Design?
Oh, Rhythmic just jumped in. What's happening, man? What's up? What's up? I appreciate you joining, man. I'm not gonna run this too long. I'm on a clock, so we got about 15 minutes. I told myself we were gonna do a 30-minute first official live broadcast. I got my man MatrixKeys with me. He participated in one of the Flip That Sample Tuesdays. That's when we first met. We've been kind of hanging offline for the past couple of days, just talking and encouraging each other, man. And it's been an awesome journey. He's in London. And it's about 9:45 p.m. for him right now. So yeah, he's almost a whole half a day ahead of us. You know what I'm saying?
You know this, man.
Yes, sir. But it's cool. Like I said, technology, man, it brings us together, man. And incredible. I think it's awesome, man. So I'm gonna try to get this beat going back again in the background. I'm reloading it real quick. Thank you, baby, for telling me. I heard it go off, but I was trying to get it to play, and I was going to just let it kind of ride. Again, technical difficulties, people. We're still trying to work through this. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be broadcasting on my first live. Let's see if we can get the beat going. Let's see what we got.
This is my first live, too, so I'm excited.
And there it is. I got the beat back. Awesome. So, yeah, moving along. We got about 15 minutes. So let me ask the last question on my list. I think it's one of the bigger, most important questions today. Let me ask you, how has building networks played an important part in you achieving success in what you talked about today? YouTube, music, all of it. How has networking been a major part?
You know what? To be real with you, networking has played the biggest part in like me making money out of my music. I mean, okay, I'm not in the top billboards. I'm not even on the list. You know what I mean?
Right, right. No, neither am I.
I feel that I've been able to give back through people that have enjoyed my music, that enjoyed the way I played. I mean, going to an event, for example, and playing for somebody's wedding.
Right.
Finishing the wedding and be like, yeah, okay, this is just a job. I've played my keys, I'm done. And then from somebody out, in the congregation to come and say, oh, I like the way you played, man. What's your details? Can I get you to come and play at this? And you know what? That's networking in itself. Being in the right place at the right time, or being in the right place, at the wrong time and finding the right opportunity. Does that make sense?
Right. So, I do understand.
So networking is really a part of, all right, cool. I might be scared to reach out to this guy, man. He's so good, he's so big, he's got all these amount of followers and so.
Oh no, not me.
Kind of sticks in and says, you know what, I might not just do that. I might not just do that. But to be honest, if something's destined for you,
right,
it's gonna happen no matter what. If you want it to work and every single day you wake up and you strive for that, it's gonna happen, man. I didn't wake up wanting to play keys. My dad is the one that actually forced me to play keys. He was like, "You're gonna play keys every Saturday," and I'm like, "It's 7-year-old kid thing, man. My boys are out there playing football. They're out there playing ball, and you want me to sit in front of the keyboard for 3 hours, man? It was torture, man, and I didn't like it. But then later on, as life develops, man, I realized he
started to find joy in it, right?
He put something in me that can never be taken away,
Absolutely.
That can never be taken away. So all I can do is transfer, I can transfer what I know, what I've learned, transfer of energy, Because, when you're playing music and you're on there playing keys, man, you're transferring vibrations. Vibrations are going on through your mind, through your head, they're being transferred to your fingers, and you're bringing this out as sound. You know what I mean? You can't bring out what's not within you.
Right. Absolutely. I believe that 100%. And that's good. That you had a parent who kind of motivate you and give you a skill at the time you didn't think was a skill. You resented it at the time. You're like, I want to be outside. I want to play football. I want to play basketball, baseball.
You know what?
Whatever.
I make beats. Should I tell you something though?
Talk to me.
My dad was like, it's like, sometimes parents want you to live their dream, right?
Right.
So like my dad was a guitarist. He loved to play. He was playing guitar. He was a guitar man. At one point, he was ministering, in the church sort of setting. But
Okay.
and I think he played the guitar, so he kind of in a way wanted his own band. I feel, he's like, I want my kids to kind of, maybe he wanted to be like a Kenny Hendrix or something like that, but he didn't get a chance to be that, so he feels like, let me see if
Right.
my kids can do this. Let me see if my can do that. I mean, in a way, it's like, let me instill this in my children. Maybe they might grow to like it.
Right.
That's why sometimes I encourage that with my daughter. I'm like, you know what? Let her try tennis. Let her try football. Let her try swimming. Let her try music. Let her try this, because you don't know where she wants to be or where she's gonna go. So
Right.
the possibilities are endless. So connecting is vital in order for us to grow, man.
Nice.
And that's why I'm gonna continue to connect and maintain connections, because it's good to connect with people and then be like, yeah. But then it's about, I'm gonna connect with you and I'm gonna work with you until you don't want to work with me no more.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I try to preach it all the time. I think I know we're stronger together. And I'm trying to. I use this example when I was growing up. I'm talking about the original movie Fame. I don't know if you ever seen the original one, the one back in the late 70s, early 80s, right? And all these different people, different walks of life, they're all going to this music school, right? And they all have different views of music and what it means to them. But when school was out, they all would just kind of leave the school, and then they would just kind of hang around on the street, and the next thing you know, some kid starts tapping a trash can, and then some other kid starts playing his sax, and then somebody else whips out their guitar, and next thing you know, the whole school is joining in, and they're bringing this harmony together, man. And they're kind of still playing in their respective genres, but they're mixing it together. You know what I'm saying? They're making this amazing ensemble. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think as beat makers, we need to be like the instruments. We need to, because without harmony, music is noise.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that I've met certain people, since I've been on this YouTube channel, on this journey. Lifted Noise always says, lift the noise. So again, if you're not in harmony, you're making noise, you're making ruckus, right? Yeah. So I think that we as beat makers, we need to emulate the instruments that we're playing, whether it be a flute, a guitar, a bass, a piano, whatever it is. In order for those instruments to sound good, they have to be in harmony. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, man, I welcome it. So like I said, I try to get in where I fit in. Anybody that wants to be down with I Make Beats, I'm down with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like 4 flat tires down, and I honestly believe. Don't make me laugh, man. Don't make me laugh. So yeah, 4 flat tires. But no, man, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. Like I said, this is my first official live. I posted a couple of videos kind of showing me make mistakes and fail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've learned through life that it's the failures that make success. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look at failure and they stop because they failed. Yeah. I'm gonna give you another example. When I was growing up, a wise man once told me. First, he asked the question. He said, "Hey, so Baby Ruth, he's in the Guinness Book of Records for the most home runs at some point. Okay, at some point he was in the Guinness. I'm pretty sure he's still in there, but his record may be beat by now. But at the time, it was relevant. He said, Baby Ruth's in the Guinness Book of Records. He holds the world record for home runs. And what he told me was profound. He said, what people don't know is that he also holds the record for the most strikeouts. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, he struck out more times than he hit home runs, but he wasn't recognized for the failures. He was recognized for his success, but it took that number of strikeouts to bring forth that amount of success. So I said that all to say this, that yeah, I stumbled, I failed, but I didn't quit.
No.
I got back up, I dusted myself off, and I kept going. And here we are, my first official live. I still got a lot to learn. I am not by far a master at this. I'm really new to this. But what's amazing to me is the more you network, the smarter you get.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I started my YouTube channel September of last year. It's only been 4 months and 2 days that I've been on YouTube. Only 4 months and 2 days today. You know what I'm saying? And when I first started my YouTube channel, I had no idea that I would be doing like, you know, video editing, and you know, I wasn't thinking about that. I was like, man, I want to make some beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to make some beats. But it's amazing how when you start networking with people, how it opens up many doors. I mean, I ended up buying an editing software for my computer so that I could do video editing, and it's the editing software I'm using right now is called VideoPad. So I've actually gotten pretty proficient with it. You know, when I first started my YouTube channel, my baby, Carly Ann, that's on there right there, she used to do all my video edits. And the only editing software we had was on her laptop, which was a Movie Maker or something, I think it was. So it was the free version. So, and she was pretty good. I mean, I'm not taking from my baby by far. She made that thing work. You know what I'm saying? And it just got to the point to where I needed to be in control of it. You know what I'm saying? I needed to kind of take the reins, you know what I'm saying? So not taking from her skills. She definitely laid the foundation because she was doing all my edits, you know what I'm saying? But it was amazing to me that, you know, just reaching out to different beat makers, you know, I've reached out to MPC Head, I reached out to Lifted Noise, I reached out to Matthew Stratton, I've reached out to, I mean, just an ensemble of beat makers, including my man Ghetto Styles. And we'll get back to that in a minute. We got 3 minutes, and I want to just say that, you know, networking with all these different people has opened up so many doors for me, and I'm welcoming the future of continued networking with other beat makers. And I don't know what the future holds, but I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. And I also wanted to say on the closing note that be on the lookout, everybody. Myself, my man MatrixKeys right here, and my man Ghetto Style. We got a new project coming up. It's in secret right now. We're still kind of working out the bugs, but I think you guys are gonna like it. So be on the lookout. Stay tuned. More to come. Yeah, stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? But cool, man. Hey, MatrixKeys, we got like 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes. So look, I just wanted to say, and I can see, okay, let's get some shout outs. My man, Rhythmic Design, Big Will, what's up, y'all? I'm going to say, what's up to Sino Shore again, if he's still in. My man, was it Dizel? What's happening, man? I appreciate you, man, showing up, dog. Yeah, man, my first official live, man. I'm excited to be here.
Man,
man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, nah, man. I appreciate you wanting to participate because, you know, I could do the show by myself, but it's boring with me. You know what I'm saying? People want to see the collaboration. People want to see the networking. That's what we're talking about, networking. And look, I'm here in the U.S. in Texas.
I'm here in London.
All the way in London, and we chilling, man. We chilling, man. We doing it big, right? That's what I'm talking about. No, man. Hey, keep making them beats, bruh. I don't know if Flip That Sample Tuesday is coming back. I don't know. I really don't. I fought long and hard. I didn't miss one Tuesday. Let's say that out loud. I had a Flip That Sample Tuesday every Tuesday until Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Right after that, I started it right back up, and I did one Flip That Sample Tuesday. And it's just hard to, you know, again, I'm trying to break the barriers that the music industry has put on you musicians and rappers and singers. You know, it's a competition, and it's not. It shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? We should be harmonically collaborating, you know, but it's just hard to kind of get people together. You know, a lot of people are introverts. I'm an introvert. You see me behind the camera. Yeah. You know, so, but I'm working on me. And at the same time, I'm here though. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, and, you know, I don't know if it's going to come back, but we got some new ideas coming out, people. So just be on the lookout. It's going to be a 3 producer collab, me, myself, my boy MatrixKeys, and then my man Ghetto Styles, man. Yes, sir. I think he's at work right now, but I'm just giving him a shout out. Yeah, so just be on the lookout. We're working out some things, and it's not going to be a fly by night thing. It's going to be a continuous thing, something that you can expect on a schedule. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, we really appreciate you. We're down to our last 30 seconds. I just wanted to say, MatrixKeys, I appreciate you for showing up, man. Look at that. Finished everything on my card. We got it all done, bro.
Nice.
No, I appreciate you, man. So yeah, continue to make beats, man. I know you got some homework. We talked about that. So every day you gonna do what now? What you gonna do?
Yeah, every day I'm gonna make a key group and I'm gonna make a beat.
That's what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna do the same. So I got some homework myself. I've already started creating more key groups, and that's how, like I said, that's how we started talking.
Word.
And I got a key group to make today. It'll be the 5th one this week. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Boys and girls, if you haven't, like, subscribe, share, ring that bell. Oh, and it's ringing. It's ringing. It's time to go. And we appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully more of these to come. More of these to come. We appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
This is I Make Beats, man. Thank you guys for showing up. Hey, MatrixKeys, appreciate you, man. I'm out. Hey guys, we really appreciate y'all for showing up. It's big, man, when you see people trying to support you, man. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's all my time for today, and hopefully we'll do more of these. But until next time,